Hey everyone, this is Sharon from Sharonatsea, and I am here today to talk a little bit about St. Kitts, the beautiful island of St. Kitts. That's right, with St. Kitts being one of just a very popular destination in the Caribbean, for cruisers especially, or even just taking a land vacation. It's just an awesome place to visit. It's very green, there's so much to do there, a lot of open land, it's just beautiful. Whether you're looking for maybe a little history, a little adventure, just some sightseeing, or just some shopping, just hanging out, taking it easy, going to the beach, whatever the case is. I am going to give you a few options today of things to do or see while you are in St. Kitts. Okay, first before we get started, I am going to give you a little history about this beautiful little island. So St. Kitts is also known as St. Christopher Island, a beautiful little island in the West Indies. That's right, it is on the west side of the island. It borders up to the Caribbean Sea, and the eastern coast faces the Atlantic Ocean. St. Kitts and the neighboring island of Nevis make up one country, the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Kitts and Nevis are separated by a shallow channel known as the Narrows. So now let's talk about a few things that you don't want to miss out on if you are going to St. Kitts. Depending on what type of activities you would like to do, I'm going to give you a kind of a little range of things from, I guess, kind of sightseeing to more adventurous things. So let's get started with a really popular thing to do, and that is taking a little boat ride over to Nevis. That's right, it will run you maybe about $8 to $10. You can either take a ferry or a water taxi. It's about 2 miles in distance from St. Kitts, but it will take you probably about 10 or 15 minutes to get over there. There's also a beautiful beach over there you can hang out on, soak up some sunshine, listen to some sweet little Caribbean music, have some lunch at Penny's Beach in Nevis, and if you do go there, you have to order the famous Killer Bee cocktails at the Sunshine Bar. That's right, they are awesome. Gotta try them. Next, seeing the island is very interesting. There's all kinds of things to do around St. Kitts as far as sightseeing goes. So I'm going to give you a few of some of the highlights of St. Kitts that you don't want to miss out if you're doing a sightseeing excursion. So one thing is head up to the rainforest. The rainforest is gorgeous. It's you can hike around there. There's all kinds of plants throughout the whole rainforest. And there are signs all around explaining the medicinal purposes that they use these plants for around the island. And it's actually quite interesting to check all these out. And there's some waterfalls there. It's just gorgeous. Also, you can go ziplining through the rainforest. You can spend like several hours there just enjoying the beauty. There's also a fresh juice smoothie bar, a little booth there that you can purchase some tasty little drinks as well. And depending on the time of year you go, though, make sure you bring your insect repellent just in case. All right, on to more sightseeing. Another place you don't want to miss out on if you're doing some sightseeing is Brimstone Hall Fortress. This is a well-preserved fortress where you can take some awesome panoramic views up high. It was designed by the military engineers and was built and maintained by African slaves. One of the best preserved fortresses in the Americas, showcasing 17th and 18th century military architecture. So it is full of history there, and you do not want to miss that if you go. Beautiful, beautiful place to visit. All right, Romney Manor is another cool place to check out. Back in the 1900s, it was known for growing and distilling sugarcane. It is known now for a place where they produce and demonstrate how to make Baltic fabrics. And they also have a little souvenir shop on site with things that are all made from the Baltic fabrics. They have also some artwork in there as well. It's really a cool little place. Beautiful gardens you can walk around and enjoy, and most of the area is accessible if you have limited mobility. There are some areas that have some steps and some things, but for the most part, if you have limited mobility, you can kind of get around there and see a lot of the beauty. So, and they also have some restrooms on site. So this is a cool place to stop. It's just to get out and walk around. It's just beautiful. There's a lot of flowers and gardens, and you'll really enjoy it. An awesome company to book your excursion with in St. Kitts, if you're doing some sightseeing type excursions, is Captain Sunshine Tours. We booked a tour with them and had an amazing time. Kenny is the owner. He's been in business for several years. He will keep in contact with you through email up until your cruise or whenever your excursion is. And he is just awesome. He has several people that work for him and several vehicles they use depending on the tours you're going on. And he's very reasonably priced, and they will also customize your tours as well. So I highly, highly recommend Captain Sunshine Tours. And if you're in St. Kitts, got to check them out. All right, another cool thing to do in St. Kitts and a lot of fun is to ride the scenic railway on the old sugar train. That's right. If you want to see some of the island and just get out there, that is an awesome excursion to do. It is great for all ages, kids, the elderly, because you just kind of sit on the train, ride around, see things. It is awesome. You'll explore some abandoned sugar plantations, churches, and you'll also just experience the beauty of the island, and you'll also see a lot of really local villages there. So this is an awesome way to see the island as well. And like I said, if you're maybe elderly, you don't want to do a lot of walking, or you have some young children, they would probably really get a kick out of riding the train. So this is a great option as well. And this is booked, I think you can book it directly through the railway, I believe, but also the cruise lines offer this as an excursion on most all the cruise lines as well. All right, if you are looking for something more adventurous, you want to get out there and do something really active, how about a nice hike up to Mount Liamiga? That's right, it's a dormant volcano all the way up on the big hilltop there, the mountain, and it looks like it's up in the clouds when you're there. It's really cool. You can go on a hike there for the day. It's usually a pretty long excursion. Usually it's like 5 or 6 hours. It takes a while, but if you want adventure, you know, you'll see all kinds of things, beautiful waterfalls, some more rainforest up there, and you'll just go through the whole cloud forest up in the higher elevations, and it will be amazing. So if you are active and you like to get out there and hike and do all that kind of stuff, this is an awesome excursion for you to take. And also, Captain Sunshine Tours also, I think, offers this as a tour as well. For those of you who like to get up on the ATVs and ride those through out in the middle of nowhere, this is great as well. Take an ATV tour. You know, you will just ride through all the open fields of sugarcane. And a great excursion company to go with for an ATV tour is Spectrum ATV Tours. They are a well-known company, highly recommended on TripAdvisor and in the travel industry, and great company to go with for an ATV excursion. And you'll have a blast out there on the fields. All right, for all you water lovers out there, a catamaran and snorkel excursion is a great choice. You will see lots of things out there around St. Kitts, probably more than you would expect. But most of the catamarans will take you out around St. Kitts and out by Nevis, and they'll take you out snorkeling for a while. A lot of them will include some snacks and drinks and things like that. So check them out. You're going to have an awesome time. Blue Water Safaris is a great excursion company to go with for any of your water activities. So check them out and go snorkeling. All right, if you want to just relax on the beach, kind of do nothing, take it easy for the day, I'm going to give you a couple beach options to go with. So South Friars Beach is a really nice place to go. There's beautiful waters there. You can swim. It's just a really relaxing atmosphere. Another popular beach is Cockershell Beach. Now, Cockershell Beach gets some very mixed reviews. Some people love it and some people hate it, but I'm adding it to my, I guess, options here for you because there are a lot of people that love it, and some people like that party atmosphere and things, so that's why I'm including it. But Reggae Beach Club is located there, and this is a very popular tourist destination. That's like I said, it gets very mixed reviews, but so if you're a person that likes to kind of relax and not have that party atmosphere, you don't want to go here probably. But it's a fun place to go. If you just want to have a good time, you can book an excursion to these places, to these beaches. Most of them will have an excursion that will just take you to the beach, or you can just grab a taxi and take it to the beach on your own. So either way, you're going to have a great day relaxing at the beach. Speaking of taxis, when you get off the ship and you walk right into the port area, there is a taxi stand right there. That's right, it's really cool. In St. Kitts, there's a little area there. It's like a taxi stand. You can stand in line and you go up there, you tell them where you want to go, and they will give you a price and they will get you a taxi. And you can't even pay for that taxi, I guess, basically for them to stay with you for the day if you want, and like a private tour sort of, and it's a lot cheaper that way. And you just tell them where you want them to take you, and they'll usually kind of give you some insight and tell you little things about the island and things as well. So you almost kind of get like a little mini tour out of it as well. So it's really cool, and it's really reasonable to do it this way. So if you don't mind venturing out on your own a little bit, getting in a taxi, telling them where to take you, this is a really cool way to go, really inexpensive and great option. If you are someone that doesn't really want to venture out much, but maybe you want to get off, do a little shopping, pick up a few souvenirs for family and friends or something, get off the ship, head into the port. There's lots of shopping right there. You don't even have to really venture out into town. You could do all of your shopping for souvenirs right there at the port. One tip I will give you is if you are planning just to get off and do that, don't get off right when the ship docks and all the mass crowds are getting off the ship. Wait an hour, hour and a half or so till everyone's off the ship, and then you can just kind of mosey off on your own, easily, not fight the crowds, do your shopping, and then get back on the ship before all the crowds start coming back from their excursions and getting on the ship. So it'll make it much easier for you, and you'll enjoy it much more. But whatever you decide to do in St. Kitts, make sure you get off the ship and do something, anything, even if it's just shopping around the port. It's a beautiful little island, and you need to experience it if you're there. So I hope this was helpful. I will post some recommended excursion companies in the description box below, so check them out. They are ones that I have either personally used or I have become highly recommended to me through the travel industry. So check them out, take advantage of them, and there you go. Once again, I hope you enjoyed this and have fun in St. Kitts. Happy cruising.